Hello.
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 I just let out a big yawn.
Adam also let something out during that. No one will know right now.
What?
What?
He farted.
I did not.
He did a big old fart.
Okay.
Welcome back to the podcast that asks the most important question.
Did you hear Adam fart?
Did you hear Adam fart? Did you hear about Miss Saudis?
You want to talk about hearing people fart, RJ?
Oh, don't do this.
RJ farted 2 days ago, and I thought he ripped the chair he was sitting in. It was so loud.
Apologies to anyone that doesn't think fart jokes are funny. So loud.
Thank you, Adam.
So
You're
here's the thing
welcome.
that people don't tell you about Miss Mazempi.
You become a gassy
You
girl.
become a gassy girl.
Wow, I'm not
So-
even
Side
on her,
effect.
and I'm affected.
Well, the thing with Adam was like, you were off it for a while. It didn't stop. Oh my God, I think
Once the floodgates open.
something has changed within
Uh-huh.
you, girl. Something is
Yeah.
not the same. Anyway, enough about my medical
Abnormalities.
Ailments. Let's hear about yours.
Ailments.
Let's hear
Let's
about
hear about-
mine.
Yeah, do you have any? Adam, do you have any?
No, I have asthma.
I went to the dentist and they said I have
Dentist.
well she was saying, yeah, you're getting these little pockets that you need to clean
Oh.
better.
Oh, because
Like-
of floss.
Uh-huh.
Girl,
But this-
grow up.
That's why I
will-
come here.
That's
girl.
why I'm here.
So for you to get it, yeah.
You get back
But-
there.
Yeah. I will say though that this was probably one of my more favorite of the dental hygienists because she was very nice. She didn't like scold me. She didn't, she was just like, yeah, you just got to do a little bit better down, just down here. So she didn't scold me. So I felt very comfortable with her,
Very safe, yeah.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I didn't feel like I was. The teacher was getting on to me.
Uh-huh.
hmm
And you know what we love about having to be in office 5 days a week? You just start taking those 1 to 2
Oh, you
p.m.
have
Oh,
so many
honey.
appointments.
dental
many
appointments. And by that point I can't go back to the office. I guess I'll just use my hundreds of hours of sick time that I'll never be able to use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden I'm very into skin health, and I'm going to a dermatologist once a month.
Once a month.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
I'm getting every crevice, every hole checked.
Yeah,
Okay?
every hole and every mole, honey.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh, I do need to get some moles removed as well. So I should do that.
I have a wart that's got to go. She's got to go.
She's getting
She's
a
got
big
to
go.
frozen off.
I've got like a little. I think it's a sty, but it's not as close to my eye as I think sties usually are. So I think you just have to like. I was reading about how to get rid of them. You can just like. Put
What
like
is a sty? I hear it.
It's just like a buildup of skin.
Oh,
yeah, it's just like a
skin?
little bubble. Like it's a little like
Oh, those are sties?
yeah. Like
Oh.
it almost feels like it would be like you would be able to pop it like a pimple, but you can't.
Yeah.
So
How do
and
you
so
get
those are
rid of
my
it?
ailments.
Are you thinking of skin tags?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Those are
skin
different?
tags are different. Yeah.
But sties are like in your by your eye specifically?
By your eyes. Uh-huh. Yeah, because it's like the
Mm.
oils around your eye and stuff make them, apparently.
Oh.
I don't know. I've never had one before, but it's like right below my eye, and it's
I always thought it was like
weird.
fluid
A
involved.
sty is where pigs live.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Pigs that
Very
that's
good.
That's his office right now because I was like, I'm gonna clean out my office, my closet. I'm gonna clean so much in this room. Didn't do it.
No.
Didn't do it.
Well, you can't because you're in the office every day. So you
Well,
shouldn't.
I was trying to do it on my 3-day weekend, and I didn't get to it. So
You're too busy touring Italy.
Italy.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Italy.
You have to get rid of that.
Oh yeah. on our Patreon, it still says Single Rider Pod is every month, but it's really just it's one of the many episodes that you can
One
get.
of the many.
Well,
yeah.
then you have to change the verbiage.
Yeah.
Before someone takes us to court in front of Judge Judy.
Well, if any of our patrons want me to just call them on the phone and start talking
Like,
about,
hey, here's the story.
here's one guy I porked.
You want to talk about pigsty, girl? I've done my time. Okay.
I've done my stime.
Oh my God. One time I met up with a guy from the internet in college. I go to this man's house, never met him before. I go to his apartment, and the entire floor is filled with pizza boxes and newspapers. There is no floor that you can see. And did I go in this man's house? Of course I did.
And was it
Of course
good?
I did. Okay, so we didn't do anything.
Okay.
We go into his room.
You just went into his home willingly?
Willingly.
With no recourse?
Adam, I was a 21-year-old lonely woman. And so
who
I
is now
go to
set free.
who now I'm on top of the world. But
and on top of this
so
man.
I go into this man's house and we go into his room and we start watching Clerks 2.
Oh my
God.
Casey.
Have some self-fucking respect. Dear God in heaven.
And so and I'm like trying to figure out how to get out of this place, because at this time I'm not like, I can't just be like, hey, I gotta go. Because
you said you were
I'm
21, so this was last
Yes.
year?
Oh,
yeah, it was
2
years ago. It was 2 years ago, Adam. Okay.
Oh
Adam,
my
come
God.
on.
Outing her
And-
age.
And so he goes to the restroom. And so in that time I text my friend, and this is like T9 texting.
Yes.
That I'm like
furiously pressing numbers.
can you call me? I need to get out of here or something. And so she so he gets out of the restroom and she calls me, and I'm like, hello? Whitney, what's wrong? Calm down. No, do you need do you need me to come there? Are you sure? I mean, no, okay, yeah, I mean, I can come. It's okay. And on the other end, Whitney's just going like, what's going on? And I'm just like, Whitney, stop crying. It's fine. And so I'm trying to do the improv of my life here.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She's just really drunk and crying. I need to go pick her up. And he's like, well, do you want to come back afterwards? And I was like, I'll try. I'll see what's going on. But she seems pretty broken up. So I leave. I block his number.
Yeah.
And then he messages me from a different number or something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened, but maybe I unblocked his number. I don't know what the fuck happened, because then he messaged me and I said, sorry, who is this? I don't have this number. And he was like, wow, wow, I can't believe you already forgot who I am. Don't respond. And I was like, okay, I won't.
That was the best night of Clerks 2 I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. I was lucky. I was lucky to didn't do anything. We weren't even, I was sitting on the end of the bed, and he was sitting in the bed. No, I sat on the edge of the bed because I'm like, I'm not getting in here.
No, there's no in here. Where? Everything's covered in trash.
Everything's covered in trash. And then famously, one of my friends.
Was this in Arkansas? Was this in Oklahoma? Where was this?
This was in Northwest Arkansas. I was in college.
It was one of the Walton boys, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. I could have gotten that money. He lived right across from a pizza place, and so that's what all the pizza boxes were, because he would just walk across the street and get pizza.
Get pizza and come back.
Let's not.
Hey, now, okay,
let's not hate on
yuck,
someone.
We don't need to yuck everyone's yum like that. Okay.
Have y'all had the Little Caesars Crazy Puffs?
No, I have not ordered Little Caesars in what 20 years? I don't know. I think I was a child.
RJ, the Little Caesars Crazy Puffs will change your outlook on Little Caesars. They are just the most beautiful little muffin pizza cups. You get 4 for $4. So it's the perfect little meal. 4 of these.
What are you? I still don't. You've said so many words and none of them.
So
have
it's not a
explained
little
anything to me.
pizza, like it's not like a giant,
It's a
like
pizza puff.
like a giant, like pizza roll or a totino.
No, it's basically like
Just
they have a
Google it
muffin
now.
tin. They have a muffin tin and they've put pizza crust in the muffin tin and then they add pepperoni, cheese, and sauce. Look it up. Crazy Puff.
Oh.
It's
Just-
okay. It's
yeah.
it's
It's
like
$4.
It's
It's
a little
$4.
deep dish pizza.
it's a mini deep
Mhm.
dish.
You
It's
get
a
4
mini
of
deep
those.
dish.
And it's absolutely worth it. I DoorDashed those last night for me and Joe because I didn't want to get out. And then I double dash and got a
big are they?
McDonald's Diet Coke.
They're like a muffin tin size. Like, look
Yeah,
that
they're
guy's
about
holding it.
they're like
Ooh,
like
yeah.
you
How does
don't
it-
eat them in one bite. If you do, then you got a big mouth.
How big is it with 2 hands? Can you show that again?
Ooh,
yeah.
I think like this. Yeah.
Keeping it an NSFM for
Yes.
while Miranda's still
Oh,
gone.
yeah. How big was it in relation to your mouth?
Miranda, get back here.
Miranda, please. I wrote
This
this-
is
She's
as big as I
almost-
can open it.
Oh my god, I can't.
Miranda's almost
Oh my
back.
God.
She's almost back. She's so
She's
close. Just a
almost
couple
back.
She's so
days.
close. She's already been to 2 countries,
All but-
right?
Yeah.
3?
Hong Kong's part of China.
2.
Okay. Well, China,
Tech-
is a country. Okay. I was gonna say-
It's a continent, isn't it? In China continent. Isn't that a continent?
feels like
Well,
it.
speaking of Saudis,
Oh, Casey,
Oh.
I'm so sorry. You're a fallen hero.
your fallen
What
hero.
is happening?
What are you talking about?
Saudis,
Saudis,
Casey.
Casey.
Saudis.
Oh, my girly getting locked up over the Labor Day weekend.
So I read I was so confused because it was possession and child endangerment. But
Because
when
the
they
kids were
arrest-
in the car.
The kids were in the car and they were saying that they were smelling a foul odor from the car.
Oh, like they had like dirty diapers?
No.
I don't know.
The
Or like
marijuana OD.
The marijuana.
Oh.
Okay. So let me give you a little very quick history. Miss Amy, who got locked up, she was going through a divorce and she has been spiraling. She was getting no help from her husband. Her husband, I think he was like, there was something wrong with him because like he just like he wasn't working and he was like controlling all of their money, all of their TLC money.
By the way,
like-
this is Amy from My 1,000-Pound Life, right? Is that the show name?
1,000-Pound Sisters.
1,000-Pound Sisters.
Yes. Amy.
My
Amy-
600-pound life is the show I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very because there's also a show called My Big Fat Fabulous Life, which is Whitney Way Thor, and she's got her own set of problems. And then there's 1,000-Pound Best Friends. So there's a lot.
Are you a shareholder in TLC at this point?
I wish.
I wish.
I am invested, but it is just in my whole
Just personal,
self.
emotional, but
Personal,
not
yeah.
financial. Yeah.
Not financially invested.
Would you do like a Michelle Collins type like after show? Like you would
Yeah.
host?
There is I will say there
or
is
is there one?
there is a market for these I listen to podcasts about all of these shows.
Mhm.
There is a market for them. We could be making big money, guys, if y'all just got on. I know y'all already have
1,000
boys.
pounds.
1,000
money.
pounds worth.
We would have that. Yes, we could be called 1,000-Pound Best Friends. I mean,
And
we're
we
not
gotta
1,000
start eating
pounds.
all
We
these
gotta-
crazy puffs from Caesar.
Little Caesars.
Little
Caesars.
Caesars. Yeah. So Amy has been kind of spiraling out because she was going through divorce. She was dating random men from TikTok. She was like, I think she never got like help for her like postpartum after her like second child. So she is just and she has the craziest family. You know, they are just like, it's just a lot of problems. So this was a fall from grace. But you know, I hope that she gets the help that she needs. Mhm. Because for a while she was really thriving, but I you know, everyone says, you know, divorce is the like one of the biggest things that even if you think you got a good divorce, you still get fucked up. I am preaching to the choir here because I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. No, I was not fine. I moved my ass to Florida. I was not fine.
So it was not a happy Olive Garden meal after your divorce.
I mean, whenever a post-divorce Olive Garden meal, it wasn't. I mean, it was a great fettuccine alfredo with chicken. I was fine then. It comes afterwards, you know.
Yes, the repercussions, the waves.
It's those waves of grief,
aftershocks, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Miss Sodi, she's down bad right now. But you know, I think she will prevail. I think she'll be fine.
She'll rise again.
Again.
The TikTok boyfriends. That's
tough.
That's tough.
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen other reality stars that have gone down the slippery slope of
fame,
finding TikTok fame, and now they're, you know.
Who are you talking about?
Miss
Gypsy Rose.
Miss Gypsy Rose.
Miss Gypsy Rose. Yes. Mm-hmm. They find some crazy loser that's just like hungry for that fame.
Yeah. And you know who?
Unlike us, we don't
want fame. That's why we stay private all the time.
People.
You know who should be more? You know who is handling their fame really well is Katie, who does mac and cheese reviews on TikTok.
Has this come across your TikTok, Casey?
Only from y'all.
Yeah, I had sent. I think the Bob Evans one. No, the Walmart one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Good and Gather.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's Target. Diva.
Or that's
Target.
Target.
She did a Walmart one from like the hot foods.
Oh. It's like the what is the kid that drinks the dirty Shirleys, or not sure, or the Shirley Temples.
Shirley Temples. A kid should not be drinking dirty Shirleys.
Like this.
What's that like 5-year-old that drinks the vodka sodas with grenadine?
No, that's one of Sodi's kids.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, it's like I need a niche, and it's, you know, I gotta find my calling. This is me and every other like loser trying to make it big on.
I don't know, Casey. TikTok. I think. Okay, let's brainstorm.
Let's brainstorm. Let's workshop.
I think it's customer reviews.
I think it's customer reviews. I think you put on a banana filter.
I think you buy a Karen wig. That's step one. Buy a Karen wig and do a full character. Do the lady who does the.
I knew it.
Do that, but other things.
But it's you writing your reviews for.
Yeah.
Okay, so you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I mean, honestly, I could improv it.
Yes.
I could improv it. Like they don't have to be real experiences. You know?
Of course not.
Because the passion, the emotions that go into it.
Mm-hmm. It's like a Karen-esque Delta, very Delta. Like it's you know.
I think the funny let me explain a little about comedy for y'all.
Yeah, let's hear.
The comedy is gonna be if it's born out of. He's zooming in for me.
Let's really talk about comedy here from our comedy expert.
Hi. Thank you for coming to my seminar today.
I feel like I'm watching those old. You got a big storm coming,
honey. You got a big storm coming. The more mundane your complaint is,
Absolutely.
the funnier it is.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like getting worked up about something so insignificant.
Mhm.
That's what makes the candle video so funny.
Yes.
Is that she's so mad just that the candles haven't come in yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to do a little research and really build
R&D.
this character up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, she needs.
Okay, bye. Bye, Casey.
She's
just
outta
walks
here.
And by
away
that
while
I mean
talking.
by that I mean now, right now. Actually, I'm gonna.
I gotta
go. Yeah.
I gotta get to the Party City store for the wig that I need.
Listen, don't even get me started on Party City.
Oh,
the fact that the Party City people, that the one person working is also always blowing up some damn balloon.
Yeah.
Like it's just ridiculous. Like the fact that it's like you never catch them not blowing up someone's elaborate balloon order.
Yeah.
And then making the Dollar Tree people blow up balloons. I'm like, are you fucking joking me? The Dollar
Tree should not be that should not be a service they offer.
No, they are fighting for their lives with the one person working. We've seen the Dollar Tree when a random person goes behind the counter and starts checking people out because there ain't nobody working. Because I was at Miss Party City. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So here's my thing about Party City. Party City, I think every time I go in, I like the organization. I like the color coordination.
The categorization.
I like the love all that. Every time I go in, I'm like, all of this is like way more expensive than it should be.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is the Container Store of like party goods. Container Store, I feel the same way. I walk in, I'm like, I love how everything's organized. And then I'm like, why is this plastic bin $35?
Is there a
Get out of
coupon
town.
somewhere? Is there an app?
Right.
Like I'm like,
did I miss Kohl's Cash somehow? Like what's going on?
Yes, is it not sale week? Because everything is full price here, and I don't understand that.
Not a single sale anywhere. And don't even think about going to Party City to get your Halloween costume like during Halloween season, because it is like $95 for the polysynthetic
Olaf.
It will catch fire the moment you get near an open flame, honey.
Yeah. And about 20 people have already opened that bag and tried it on.
Yes.
It's like shoved back in the bag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what, folks? You need to be going to thrift stores for these kinds of costumes. I find them all the time. I resold a hot dog costume from the bins. It was in the package and everything.
Oh wow! I was about to say, did you like sterilize it first?
I did wash it because it did have a weird stain on it.
Jesus Christ! That was just the ketchup on the hot dog.
It's just the ketchup on the hot dog.
It's just the sauce.
No. Casey, have you started thinking about what you're doing for Halloween this year? What are you going to be? What are you thinking about going as?
Well, I mean, on Halloween proper, I will be flying to Orlando, Florida.
Yes.
I will be in the air from 3 to 6 p.m.
The perfect time to be in the sky.
The perfect time.
And you're going directly to Horror Nights as soon as you land? Or are you going the day after?
I'm jumping out of the plane.
and above Universal Studios.
Gaga at the
Super Bowl.
We're going to Halloween Horror Nights on November 1st, on my birthday. So Friday, November 1st. Because they're doing it all weekend. But
Are you staying this is the trip where you had to change hotels because the girl has parking fees now.
Yes, and I can't change hotels. I have to, but I did complain, and I got that $60.
This is the complaint. Okay. I didn't realize it was this trip. Okay.
This is that hotel. That's where I'll be.
If anyone's looking.
If anyone's looking for me, I will be on Casey Way. But I don't know what I don't know what costume I'm gonna be for, because there's always like a Halloween party the weekend before Halloween. So I've got to figure something out.
What day does Halloween fall on this year?
It's on a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
So, so it'll be the weekend before. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be yet. I've gotta really, really think about that.
Do you guys do couples, or are you not a couples costume person?
We're not a couples costume person.
Is he? He's not a costume person, is he? He's like he will wear a T-shirt that says like, "This is my Halloween costume."
He will not do that. He knows better. He knows better.
I've trained him.
Yeah, but I will say, when we went to a Halloween party together the first year we were dating, he just wore his normal clothes and had a mask. And then this last year he went as Jason, and he a certain Jason, like Jason from a certain from a specific Friday the 13th movie. And he decorated the mask.
The mask.
Like
the hockey mask.
He crafted it himself.
So did he wear the jump Jason wears a jumpsuit, doesn't he? Or is that maybe that's Leatherface. Aren't they all the same?
They're all. You're thinking of like Michael Myers.
Michael Myers wears a yes. He wears a onesie.
How does that go? That theme?
Which one?
Boom 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 boom. Michael Myers. Yes, thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, because people will do the like. It's great.
So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be yet, but I've gotta start. Usually, I would already have it planned out, but I don't know.
Slack.
You've been so busy. You haven't had time
going to work.
I'm working because I'm working in office. Yeah.
WIO.
Mm-hmm. But we have our 2 candidates coming in for the job that I supervise coming in this week, so I've got to play it up big.
Yes, there are two candidates now that Robert F. Kennedy has dropped out. Yes, there are 2 candidates. Very good.
They're coming in to talk to me.
I will be. Yeah. I am interested in hiring Kamala, but the other guy, he's
a little bit of a loose
cannon. I think our president of UT, I think he's probably a fan. So he might have preferential treatment.
We won't get political, but I do love that my TikTok is all like Kamala clips of just her being like, "Oh, look at that cake," and or it's just her being like, "Okay, so like just like going into detail of about cooking." Food. It's so funny.
She's coming right for that. Is the algorithm is working for you specifically,
honey.
Yeah, and it's just like, well, because whenever we saw fucking JD Vance like robot in the donut shop.
Yes. Like, I'm running for vice president. Okay.
How long have you worked here? Like July. Oh yeah. Yeah, of this year. Okay.
Okay.
Like just be like it's just be like, "Oh, what's your favorite donut?" Like literally just like
yeah.
But the problem is like you have to be interested in other people around you, and he's very clearly not.
He's not. Yeah.
Speaking of JD Vance, Glenn Close,
from Hillbilly Elegy.
Have you seen the clips of the Deliverance?
Have you watched it yet? The Deliverance, Casey?
No.
It is the Lee Daniels horror film on Netflix about
starring Monique
and Glenn Close.
Oh.
About a demonic possession in a black community in Indiana.
Yes.
Is it new?
It just came out this past week.
Okay.
But the clips are crazy. Glenn Close is giving the performance of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch.
Second only to her Cruella de Vil performance.
Yes, literally. It's like the same energy of like commitment.
She commits.
So yes, you should definitely watch it and let us know, because we're not gonna.
I mean, I love Monique. So.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Yeah. She's great. I I went to the mall this weekend.
Oh.
And the teens are still at the mall.
Like, okay, they're reclaiming the mall.
They're reclaiming their time at the mall. They are shopping in person. They may not be buying anything, but they're out there.
They're hanging out.
But they're stealing for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Were you a stealer? Were you a teen stealer?
No.
You can admit now.
Oh, really?
Really?
I was so scared of authority. Like I would have never even
So
tried
when did that stop then?
I stole in college.
I had friends who stole all the time. They would like steal scarves and jewelry and blah blah. I mean, it's all like costume jewelry from Claire's. Yeah. But like
I was stealing makeup and random things from Target and Walmart, which I would not do now because they have great security.
They've beefed her up.
They've beefed her up. But back in the day, I would go get a UPC code off of a piece of felt in the craft section at Walmart, and I'd stick it on whatever I wanted, and that thing became 25 cents.
Wow.
But I would never do that now. But yeah, in college, I did it. And then, oh my God. And my ex told his sister that I did that. And I'm like, why are you telling people that I steal? Like I do it all the time or something. I literally like stole like some lip gloss here, like a mascara here, maybe
a MacBook there,
MacBook there. Yeah, someone's insurance.
Casual. But RJ, did you ever steal anything? I feel like you wouldn't.
I've never stolen,
but I have accidentally, like, I think it was with your sister. We accidentally took
my sister accidentally
from Black Friday.
From Black Friday, she didn't scan it.
She was like, "Oh."
We got out to the trunk and like we're putting stuff away, and she found it at the bottom of the cart, and she was like, "Oh." And then we just.
If you're already outside,
yeah.
You've made it.
You made it. You did it. I did help my roommate when I worked at Target. I helped my roommate at the time come in and buy things, and she was buying a whole bunch of stuff, and I would like pretend to scan it and just put it in a bag. Like I did that only one time. But that was actually a different life ago. Like, so the statute of limitations is definitely up on that.
Expired?
So. Oh, she's gone.
Expired.
Yeah. Because I have been reborn, as we know, a 23-year-old Gen Z.
Right. Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
Yeah.
Aura. Look at your aura.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at the the lights, everything. It's yeah.
What was the last thing we were at?
I would never steal today.
There were like a bunch of teens. What was? I feel like we were recently somewhere. I was like, a lot of teens.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, and folks, I went into a Hollister in the year
2024.
I went into a Hollister, and
what'd you get?
And I got a new sweatshirt. I think it's right over here. Here, I'll grab it for you.
Is Hollister so like American Eagle too though? But Abercrombie and Fitch, they basically don't have logos anymore. Like they are not putting their logo on anything. Like it's just like clothes now. Whereas like obviously when
back in the day,
when RJ and I, Casey,
Casey, back when
you're so young you don't know, but when RJ and I were in high school, they had their logo on everything.
Like you didn't want it if it didn't say Abercrombie and Fitch,
correct?
Right.
Or Hollister Co.
Yeah,
I got this 2005 University of Texas vintage sweatshirt.
That's
so
really
they've gotten into the game where they reprint like these vintage it's the thrift game, because this is really big in the thrifting community, is these like vintage shirts. So they have just mass produced them. So that's what I got.
The look of vintage.
The look of vintage, but you didn't buy it off of a greasy kid that was sitting at the bins all day.
No. So I've heard how that works.
I've heard, yeah. But I go into this Hollister because I'm at the mall. I had dropped Joe off for some like a work thing, and there was kind of some traffic. So I said, "Hey, I'll just go into the mall for a bit and walk around." And I go into Aerie. They did not have the Wicked stuff at that time.
Oh, this is why you were at Aerie.
Well, Be Freed and Freelux sent that picture, but I was there because they went after we went to Olive Garden. But I was there the day before. I probably inspired influenced.
Freelux said that you convinced them to buy something at Hollister.
See? And so I go into this Hollister because I'm like, you know what? I saw that sweatshirt in the window. So I'm like, well, let's see what size they got. And this, and it I was like, okay, this should fit. But I go in and I'm looking around. And I will say, like, when you walk in, it is still kind of dark, but they've got they've got more lighting in the middle. I wouldn't say great lighting, but they have more lighting in the middle. And I thought, I bet it's because they need to see if people are stealing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
But then when I went up to pay, they had like he had me put my phone number in. And I put my email in and I got $10 off for doing that. So it was worth it. Got on their rewards program. Let's play The Price is Right. What would you expect to pay at Hollister for a vintage inspired this is technically probably like, it's a blend. It's a blend and it's college football. So they're definitely paying some sort of licensing fee for this, probably, maybe.
Right. Oh, they have to for sure.
Yeah. So what would if you were on The Price is Right to win this sweatshirt, what would you say?
Was it on sale?
No. Full price.
Full price.
It was on display.
It was on display.
You didn't know.
She said, "Strip that mannequin. I want it."
You didn't know that you had the $10.
I didn't know that I had the $10. Okay, so that should play into.
Because I know how much Casey's willing to spend.
Yes, exactly.
And
I think it's lower than what I anticipated. So I'm gonna say it was like 40.
Okay, RJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 45.
Retail price of the sweatshirt.
MSRP, yeah.
MSRP $49.95.
Yes, I'm going to the showcase.
RJ's going to the showcase. Oh wait, that's Wheel. Is that Wheel of Fortune? That's Wheel of Fortune, I think. There we go. But with my $10 coupon, it then became $39.95.
Wow.
So it was so it was worth it, I think. I bought so many damn sweatshirts and I live in Texas. But that's fine.
Well, it gets so chilly in February when you have your big freeze that comes in.
And you got to put them all on at once.
Yeah. And you got to put some on the pipes, so
girl, it's 70 degrees here. It's fall now, girl.
Did you see my tweet today, RJ? I know Casey didn't. Did you see my tweet today, RJ?
Yeah.
I was walking down the street and it was 75 when I was walking around. And so it's like, for Casey it might be a little cool, but it was nice and sunny. It was a gorgeous day out today. This man was wearing a scarf sitting out on a patio eating his pizza lunch. And I was like, sir, I know it's September and all of us whites really want it to be fall, but my God, it's 75 degrees outside. If it was below 70, I could give you a pass.
67, I'll give it to you.
Right. 75. Girl.
Unless that's a headscarf, unless that's like holding back your hair, like or something.
No.
Just a man.
Just a man in a scarf.
Nothing else.
Nothing. It was actually, I didn't mention he was nude. Completely.
Oh, well, that changes things.
Gotta protect the instrument.
Mm-hmm.
The voice.
Cupcake's getting adjusted in her spot. I moved a Squishmallow, and now that's where she sits. She's like, well, this is my spot now. So
wow,
getting all rested there.
Well, should we go off?
Let's go off. We've been yapping for too long. Let's go.
Too damn long.
Too damn long.
Okay, it's time to go off.
RJ?
Oh, do you want me to go first?
Well, you said earlier you could. In our thing we recorded before.
You could and you would.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you would.
I did have one from that, yes. But I think just listen to Close Friends. I think I've went off about what I ordered from the Olive
don't
Garden.
spoil it. Make them pay the $5.
Yeah, pay the $5 to hear about my order at Olive Garden.
For less than a bowl of dipping sauce, you can listen to
for less than a bowl of dipping sauce. That's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can go off. I have a funny story.
Okay, RJ, this is time to go off. Your time starts now.
Okay, we ate dinner at this like cute little, diner. Not even diner. It's like a home style restaurant here called like a Slice of Heaven, something like that.
Oh,
and they serve like home style food. So we had like roast chicken for dinner. It was great. But they're really known for their baked goods. They have like these cupcakes, muffins, cakes, full cakes, and you can get a slice of it out in the front. And we were literally the last table that was sat because they were going to close in like half an hour. So we were like, okay, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to go look at that cooler and see what's remaining. And I'm going to just like take a last slice of cake or something. While we were having dinner, this like old couple, old walkers, canes, and they go in and they're just like, well, we just really wanted to see what you guys still had left for dessert because it always looks so good. Blah, 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 blah. They buy like a full set of cupcakes. Like they buy a bunch of different things. And I wasn't listening to what they were saying, but they both leave. Okay. They buy everything that they want and then they leave.
By the way, RJ and I are the only two people eating in this restaurant.
Remaining. Yeah. I'm like, oh, they just bought a bunch of goods. I'm going to go over there and look. So I look in the little cooler and there is one slice left of this coconut cream cake. It is like 2 layers. It's so delicious. It looks great. I'm excited. I'm like, I sit back down. I'm like, I'm going to get that slice of cake when we.
I already know. Where this is going.
I'm going to get that slice of cake when it's time to get dinner. To get dessert. Adam and I are talking. The same woman walks back inside the restaurant. She walked back inside the restaurant and from the door.
I'm going to be honest. It was actually when RJ sat back down and was like, I'm going to get that coconut cream cake.
Yeah.
It was maybe like 2 minutes later that she walked back in. It wasn't even like that much later. It was like basically she heard him.
She walks back in and the guy at the counter is like, oh, you're back again? And she literally from the door is like, yeah, I think I'm just going to get that slice of cake. I asked about it and I think we're going to do it. She walks over and points at it and he boxes up that last slice of cake. And I look at Adam because I don't think Adam has heard it yet or like doesn't know what's happening.
I
knew.
I knew before she said it. I was like, the way this is going, she's going to come back for that slice of cake. So when she walked back in before she even said anything, I was like, I would not be surprised if she's like, I'm going to take that last slice.
And she said it so loud and confident.
Because in her mind, she's like helping them out by buying a slice that she would assume that they were going to have to throw away or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we both start laughing while this is happening. They don't really care. As soon as she leaves, I look dead into the guy's eyes behind the counter. And I was like, I was going to take that slice of cake. And he was like, oh no, we have a cupcake version of it. And I was like, he would literally was like, it's not as good, but you can do the cupcake version. And I did get the cupcake version. I'm sure it was fine.
They should have gave it to you for free.
I should.
Oh, the cupcake? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered a damn roast chicken. Give me a damn cupcake for free.
Give me
that woman stole it from me.
A white woman stole a coconut dessert from a Filipino. I mean, what's more colonial than that, to be honest?
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting.
RJ, when you see something, you've got to take it.
When you see something, you say something.
Uh-huh. You go ahead and be like, oh, I'm gonna get this. Like literally, if there's not someone up there, just go grab it, bring it to your table, and be like, ring me up for this. Like, or whatever. Or was it you couldn't grab it? Was it like
no, it was like a bakery
case. But that's what I should. When I looked at it, I should have been like, hey, can I actually grab that slice?
Yep.
Or just been like, I'm gonna get that.
Get that slice for dessert. Because he was kind of putting stuff away into their big cooler, so
right, yeah.
But he had said like, if there's anything you like, we still have everything. I'm just putting extras away, but I can pull it out of the cooler for you.
It was really funny to watch happen in real time. I got to be honest.
I was like, am I in a fucking TV show? What happened?
It was very.
Is this some Practical Jokers? Yeah.
That's like a B plot for like the episode. Like it's a Friends B plot where Joey keeps trying to get this one slice of cake, but the same old woman keeps getting it every time.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So, yeah.
I'll go next.
Okay, Adam.
Okay.
So inspired by our conversation from last week, I have downloaded the Threads app. Because if you aren't on Twitter, you may not know, but Brazil has been kicked off of Twitter.
Yes.
Because
Bye, Brazil.
Bye, Brazil,
Casey,
literally.
Brazil
is gone. Brazil
disappeared from Twitter.
Gone.
Snapped.
Because the Brazil Supreme Court has accused like Elon and Twitter of like promoting misinformation that led to like violent stuff in Brazil last year, blah, 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 with the government. So Elon wouldn't change and get rid of certain accounts or something. So they were like, okay, well, Brazilians are not going to be able to access Twitter. Yeah. And even if you have a VPN, it's going to be a fee. It's going to be a fine of $8,000 a day.
Not worth.
So I am both on K-pop Twitter
and gay
Twitter. So stan accounts gone, decimated. Hot Brazilian men gone, decimated. What? I can't do anything anymore on Twitter. It's bizarre. So I was like, I'm making a Threads. I'm gonna have to start
the transition.
I'm gonna have to start the transition. I'm gonna have to, teach the algorithm who I am so it feeds me the content that I want to see, blah, 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 blah. I've been trying. This is the problem with Threads. No one is funny on Threads.
Yeah.
There is no comedy. Everyone who is on Threads is, again, like we talked about last week, trying to make it LinkedIn, which like sucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the other aspect is it's a bunch of people who like virtuously left Twitter as soon as it was like available to do so on another platform. So it's a bunch of people who are very pedantic. I literally saw an entire thread explaining like, why do people, when they call LA, why do they just put LA and not L.A. Because LA is Louisiana. So I always get confused. And then it's just hundreds of replies of people being like, what are you even, what does it matter? Like, if you were to read like, oh, I'm going to take a trip to LA, who is reading that as Louisiana? Because no one's going to Louisiana specifically. They would go to New Orleans and they would say, I'm going to New Orleans for the weekend. Nolans. Anyway,
Nola.
it's that energy of people just being like really pedantic about stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe more people will get on Threads. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe people will start getting funnier.
Yeah. It's all like it's all clickbait. It's just all clickbait.
Yes.
It's all clickbait.
Like, I feel like there's no character limit. So people are just big or little, and then it's like before you get to what you want to, before you get to the end, you have to click onto their page or click onto their comments to. It's like, this is.
And there's always like a big preamble to what the actual point of the tweet is.
Yes.
And it's like, oh God, just say it. Just say it, girl.
Get to the point.
Get to the point, diva.
Mm-hmm.
Just read this one from the magical Miranda. I've officially visited every castle park in the world.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
118 likes.
And now I visited every Disney theme park in the world. Okay.
Do you want a medal? Do you want a trivia medal?
Do you want a trivia medal? I also don't know. I was going to talk about this too. I don't know if you saw, but Ellen DeGeneres is going to have a special.
A Netflix special.
A Netflix special. She's promoting it as like her last special ever. And it's going to be about how she was kicked out of the entertainment industry. Do you know what kicked out of the entertainment industry means? It means that you wouldn't be getting a Netflix deal.
Yeah.
Diva dear. I saw again on Twitter where people are funny. I saw a tweet where someone was like, my favorite part of cancel culture is the people who then get canceled and go onto huge platforms to exclaim how they've been canceled and no one can hear them anymore. Well, now that I've convinced everyone to go onto their Threads app, which is clearly what's happening between both RJ and Casey.
Yeah.
Casey, do you have a go off you'd like to share today?
Yeah. Okay. I am tired of watching the school buses and the regular buses in Austin just cut everyone off. Like, where do you have to be? Your next stop? I got to get to my damn office. And like you can be a couple minutes late. I don't understand why the bus thinks that they're superior to everyone. And the bus pulled up next to me and the woman driving it smiled at me. And I wanted to give her the finger because I'm like, you're in the lane that's going to end and you're going to get in front of all of us. And it's so fucking rude. And then she gets in front of all of us because the lane is ending. Because there's all this damn construction. The lane is ending. So she's gotten in front of the lame-o in front of me that's just letting everyone in, you know, like they are just open for business. Just come on in. So the bus is in front of us and then the bus has to stop because they have to do a bus stop whenever, and there's only one lane of traffic. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Why are we stopped? And I realized that they had their like blinking lights on and they were like letting people off the bus in a very unsafe spot. So I just went around both of their asses and got in front of them again. Cause you know what? I'm not
once they took off again, right? Not while it was stopped.
Well, no, it's not. This one wasn't a school bus. It was a Capital whatever metro bus.
It was a oh my god.
It was a bus that you can go around.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, I just blew past that stop
that little
stop sign. I'm rolling down my window saying, "Suck it, kids! Get a fucking job.
Work from your office 5 days a week."
I'm just tired of seeing the buses, like the school bus has done it to me, and also the Capital One Metro, or what? It's not Capital One. The Capital Metro bus has done it to me, and so I'm just
like,
tired of it.
Did Capital One buy out Austin's public transportation?
I think it's called Capital Metro. I don't know, but yeah, but I'm just like you, like if I and the big 18-wheelers love to do it too. If I'm one of those, like I don't got shit to be. Like I don't got anywhere to be. Like let me just like stop trying to cut everyone off with your big giant vehicle cuz you're annoying as fuck. So that is I feel like I've had that go off before, but it happened this weekend again, and I just get so mad, and then I have to like think like what is wrong with me? Why am I getting so upset about this? I'm like making Joe upset probably because I'm just getting so mad at this, and I'm just like, it's not me. They are the problem. It's the buses. And it's the woman looking at me and she smiles and I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. You're the problem. Because you can't wait in the line like the rest of us. You think that you're just so much better than everyone.
I want to go back to a few weeks ago. I complained about finding things at Walgreens and I said there were a billion varieties of toothpaste. Do you remember this?
Oh, yes.
So I was recently at Walgreens because last week I had gotten sunburnt and I had to get aloe vera. So I was at Walgreens, couldn't find the aloe vera because where would you expect aloe vera to be?
Lotions?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I would think that it would be like, I feel like this is me thinking out of the box, and I'm thinking it's Galaxy in like brain. first aid.
First aid.
It's not first aid.
Oh.
It's with sunscreen.
Okay.
So that where do you think second thought? Because it's a tiny little portion of the aisle.
Yeah.
Sunscreen.
Travel.
Sunscreen. Yeah, like because it moves sometimes. Like it's like it's like in like it's near like the beauty products.
But recently, like if it's the summer, they'll like make it very obvious. Yeah.
Feature. Yeah. It's I was in a CVS today and it was by like the hair care stuff.
Shaving and toothpaste.
No.
What? No.
Should be lotions.
Should be with the lotions or at
so
least
while
beauty,
I was looking around for this fucking aloe vera that I could not find for ages, which is more frustrating because aloe vera is famously a neon green bottle.
And they usually only have visible. One.
Yes.
I was walking around the store and guess lo and behold, I'm in the makeup section because I was like, I don't even know. Should I check this aisle? And I find that the makeup section is where they have all of their travel toiletries. So their little toothpaste, their little deodorant, their little stuff. The thing that I was complaining about weeks ago about being like, they only had one little toothpaste. They didn't have like a travel section like Target does. They do. It just wasn't
it's in the beauty. Yeah.
It's in beauty.
It's in beauty.
So we learn.
What
if we went back to like general stores from like the turn of the century?
I just asked the person.
The person was at the counter and you gave them your whole thing.
Okay, the pharmacy in the Philippines, remember?
Yes.
Where they did have items.
They did have some items.
They did have some items that you would get, but you would still check them out with the pharmacist. Or like, no, some of them were behind the pharmacy.
Some of them were behind the pharmacist.
Because they were just like the over-the-counter stuff. Like you had to get
it's like
a pharmacist.
Or like when you go to like a bodega, you know, they got a lot of shit behind the counter there.
Yep. Getting a pack of smokes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me those Pall Malls.
It's just there's just so many there's just too many things now though.
There's too many things.
I was in the CVS today and you could get the little nipple cover things. I took a photo in the CVS today because I was early for my dentist appointment. So I took a picture of this. You could get what is called panic panties. And it is emergency panties. If you, I guess, soil yours, you could pay $10
for like a period or like pee pee or poo poo or all of the above.
No, this is just a panty. Like it's just like it doesn't like absorb anything. Yes, it's just
another
pre-wash.
Oh, it's just I see.
It's called Panic Panties, the perfect spare pair, and it's literally $10.29, which is more than I would pay for pretty much any panty. And it's in a little pack, and it has the worst name because it's like if I have just shit myself or something.
If you've trusted a fart and you shouldn't have trusted the fart,
I wouldn't
I'm
even
surrounded by two gassy girls right now at the moment.
I wouldn't even go in and buy this because I'm like, you know what? I'll just go commando. I'm not paying $10 on the spot for these.
Yeah, the price per panty is exorbitant.
You could go, and I think it is like, you know, you're for someone that if you're in a place that you don't have a Target nearby or something where you could just get, if you had to get the pack, you had to get
just get a pack of panties, put it in your glove compartment.
Do they have different sizes?
Yes, they did have different sizes. So this one was small, medium, but they had different ones. Schmedium. But yeah, so there's just too many. All that to say, there's too many items now at the drugstore. So
of course,
everybody's trying to hawk something.
Everyone's got a gimmick.
You gotta have a gimmick.
Also, Build-A-Bear. Why do we have to see Pom Pom Purin's little butthole?
That's Pom Pom Purin's thing.
I know, but it's like they had to make sure that we could see that. Oh yes, don't worry. If you
on
get
the
this
website,
it's Build-A-Bear, his butthole is here.
Yeah, that picture's taken from below.
Yeah.
That's like an upskirt shot.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? Jesus.
Yeah, that's nasty. They're being
Casey,
nasty.
do you carry around an emergency pair of panties in your purse a pair of purse panties at all times?
Listen, I don't even carry a purse, so I ain't got
That's
no
right.
spot.
That's damn
I don't got a
right.
spot for no panty.
Shirk the patriarchy.
Yeah,
I don't pocket.
Shirk gender roles.
Like I have my little wristlet thing that's just my cards, just my cards,
yeah.
And you have your khaki cargo shorts that you wear every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like
speaking of cargo shorts, we have a lesbian bar like 3 blocks west of us.
Oh, really?
Yes,
we gotta go.
I want to go to.
Let's go. Okay, well, we should go. There was one comment from last.
They're gonna go now.
There's one comment from last week's episode. I'm so glad to see others obsessed with Butterbear. So Butterbear Fever. We posted an Instagram and someone commented, well, I guess I found my new obsession. So Butterbear Fever is
taking over.
And we knew, right? Didn't someone, was it a close friend or just like a patron?
A close personal friend of mine.
A close personal friend of yours. Yes.
Wendy, who I hung out with last weekend, or I guess technically 2 weekends from now ago. Yeah, she's from Thailand, or her family is from Thailand, and so she was very interested. She knew of Miss Butterbear. Of the lore.
Famous. She's famous.
Lore.
Mm-hmm.
Infamous.
Well.
We've hit the hour mark.
We've hit the hour mark. Don't forget, you can join Close Friends. You get 3 bonus episodes this month. You will be hearing an in-depth, exclusive experience at the Olive Garden for a Cream Puffs episode. You'll be hearing an in-depth, exclusive episode of
Miranda's Travels.
Probably 2 episodes.
Might be the 2 episodes because we might just do she could do park. Split the parks.
I think Tokyo's probably going to be its own, and then she's going to do
Shanghai. At her rate, Beauty and the Beast might be its own.
I know, that's true.
This she's got us mapped out for the rest of the year with this, probably.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, so this episode will be the 3 hours that I spent this day. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah. Oh, and if you join Close Friends, feel free to actually DM us on Instagram so I can get you added to Close Friends, because I don't always check the Patreon. I added someone kind of late and I felt bad. Okay. But all the stories we keep in the highlights. So
just for you
don't miss a thing.
Should we like download them at the end of the year and then upload them as videos on Patreon?
We got to do something, because I think we will like eventually run out. Yeah. We got to figure that out.
Are we making the group chat threads? No one wants to run it. No. Okay. Well, thanks, Casey. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Instagram at Did You Read the Pod and TikTok at Did You Read the Group Chat. You can also join the group chat on Facebook and the Discord server. Links on the episode details. The best way to support the show is by sharing the podcast to your friends and by leaving ratings and reviews. You can leave a 5-star rating on Spotify and a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and we'll read them on the show. Our theme, KK Cruisin Lo-Fi, is by Closed on Sunday. Find their music on Spotify and YouTube as Closed on Sunday. See you next time, besties, and don't forget to read the group chat.